Hi, welcome to week 13. We are starting a new unit and we are starting our drama unit. So there's a video here that goes over some literary terms for drama. Do make sure you're taking notes while you watch this video. Make sure you write down the terms and their definitions. A great way to do that is to pause anytime there's new information, write down what you see, and then unpause to listen. So that's a great way to make sure you're getting the notes written down from the video you're being asked to watch. And remember, you can use those notes when you take the quiz for this week, which does go over those drama terms. Okay, we have a discussion board this week where your discussion topic is to write a 10 to 12 sentence paragraph in your initial post and explain why this character interests you. And I'd like you to use a quote or two from the text to support your thinking. And please remember that you do not need to choose the main character. It's often more interesting to examine one of the supporting characters in a play. Responses to peers are due on Sunday. Remember to respond to 3 of your peers' posts. In 2 or 3 sentences, add some detail about the character they wrote about that they did not mention and say why you find that detail interesting. So please don't just praise somebody else's response or say, yes, I liked them too. You are adding a detail about the character they wrote about and why you find them interesting as well. So make sure that you're doing those responses to peers. Remember, that is graded as half of your grade for any discussion board assignment. We are doing a character analysis paper for this reading. And you are going to work on your outline. And this is what your outline should look like when you turn it in. It should have your thesis. Your thesis should be a statement that says how the character changes as the play goes on. So you want to say they are less selfish or more mature or more forgiving. Some change that has happened. Please don't simply say that a character is interesting or that a character is dedicated, like a dedicated wife. You don't want to say that. That might be true, but that doesn't talk about the change that happens in that character. And in a character analysis, we are talking about how that character develops and changes. So you are to begin with a thesis that observes that this character changes in some particular and important way through the course of the play. They become more mature, loses faith, become more cynical, they grow up, becomes less selfish, whatever that change is. And that is your thesis statement. That's your Roman numeral 1. And then you're going to talk about how they are at the beginning of the play. You're going to talk about the scene you think changes them the most. That'll be partway through the play. What do you think the pivotal scene is that it makes this change take place? And then you're going to talk about the end and the character at the end of the play and show how the change has happened. So beginning of the play, somewhere in the middle of the play, end of the play, to make sure that you are showing that you have read and understood the character's development through the course of the whole play. And then, of course, your Roman numeral 2 helps you plan for your conclusion. And that can, again, follow this model. Now, this is not the reading we're working on. We are not working on Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. We are working with Death of a Salesman, and I'll show you how to get to that in a moment. Remember, all that's due this week is this outline. Also, please remember this is not a research essay. You should be reading and watching this play. And you should be doing all your own thinking here. You don't need anyone on the internet to tell you what you think about this, please. All right, so we are doing Death of a Salesman, and it is linked for you up here in the course readings. So in the course readings, you are reading the Death of a Salesman text. It is a PDF. It is laid out like a play, and I will do a a video this week helping you walk through this and understand this play a little bit. And I'll add that to our week. And then I've also given you Death of a Salesman, the movie. And that takes you to a YouTube link where you can watch the whole movie. I'm not going to play that right now, but you can watch that whole movie. It's a really well done movie, actually. I mean, the cinematography is a little bit old because it's 1985, but the acting is excellent and the directing is excellent. I think it's really important with a text to read it and watch it. If you have a paper copy of it, or if you have the printer capability, you can print it out and read it as you watch along. You will need the text so that you can quote from it, because we will be doing, as always, a close reading of our text and pulling quotes from the text when it's time. We will have a tutorial on how to quote from drama, and we'll be talking about that. So make sure that you have read and watched early this week so that you can get your initial post done. And make sure that if you do have questions about the text or understanding the text, that you reach out to me rather than reaching out to the internet for help. I would be happy to help you. But I would not be as happy to have you reading Cliff Notes or Spark Notes or any of those other cheat sites to help you understand. If you need help, join a help session and let's talk about the play. But let's not reach out to random sites on the internet. If you're struggling to understand, please reach out to me. All right, if you do need help this week, we will have help sessions on Tuesday and Thursday at noon, on Wednesday in the evening, and on Friday at 9 a.m. If you need help outside those times, I am available. Please email me at aswanberg@lawsonstate.edu to sign up for a time.